Yo, what's going on, people? I'm back. It's been a while and I just trying to think of something. So I've entitled this video, Would You Rather? The reason for that is because I've seen and I've heard that some people have been making indie films, but they've sort of been either like selling a spare car to make it, or some of them have been taking out mortgages on their houses. So, yeah, I just wanted to have a discussion. And before I do that, though, could you please go down and subscribe, hit the like button, notification bells. I am getting closer to 100 subs by the end of the year, which is good. I think I'm at about 85, 86. So the reason I want to put this video together is because, so obviously for those who don't know, we're running a crowdfunder for my film Aversion, which we're making in America in February. Just because couldn't get enough private funding here to make it, and I don't have the funds myself to be able to go ahead and just get it made. So that's why we've run a crowdfunder. A lot of people, though, do choose to use their own money if they have it. I know some people that might save for a month and then they go and film a block of the film, whether it's, I don't know, 5 pages, 10 pages, and then they wait another month. So it can take a year and a half to make the film. And that's probably a good way because, at least then you know that how much you can budget. I know other people that might have had a spare car and sold the car to make the film, or got a personal loan from the bank, or used a credit card, or even maybe not or taking out a second mortgage or an overdraft or something. So I just wanted to discuss what you would rather do. For me personally, I know it takes a bit more time and it's a little bit harder, but crowdfunding is for me probably the easiest way. The other option I would have would be to try and save and then after a month do it. But again, the film takes quite a long time to do, and I know a lot of cast and crew can be busy and they go on to other projects. So you've got that bit of a gap where you've got to wait for availability and stuff. I wouldn't be keen myself on getting a loan because the other factor that comes into that is your ROI, so your return on investment. If your film isn't going to make the money back, which 98% of them don't, then if you've got a second mortgage or a loan, you've got to service that loan. And if the film's not paying it back, then you've got to pay it back yourself. So some people do it. Some people are in a place where they can do it. They've got the disposable income to be able to, and that's awesome. And to get a film made is not easy. But if I was going to put money towards it, it would probably be post production, because sometimes if your post production is 4,000 or 5,000, that's a more manageable amount to come up with and use to get the film finished. Whereas if you're looking at a film, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000, trying to get that money in a different way can be quite stressful. I'm about to review a film called Morehouse Road, which was filmed here on my other channel, which I'll link down here anyway. But that was done for under, I think it's 15K. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, I think. Now don't quote me on this, but I can't find it. I was looking everywhere, and two of the guy that wrote it, directed it, and his producing partner are real life brother-in-laws, and I think he might have borrowed against his house or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I read that. Anyway, regardless, that's what this video, I just wanted to jump on and ask a question. Leave in the comments below, if you've done it, would you done it, would you do it, or is it just something that you wouldn't even consider? And if you are doing it, I mean, I think it also comes down to the genre as well. From what I've seen, a lot of the genres that make some money back are faith-based films, horror films, and every now and then a drama or an action. There aren't a lot of other, and I'm talking in this country, not so much in overseas, but I'm talking about in this country, in Australia. And I think a lot of that also comes down to cast and crew, which I will do another video on later. So to get your ROI, you're going to have to either have people in that particular space or genre that can help you make the money back, or you're going to have to get it onto proper platforms. Now, I know Morehouse Road is on Tubi, Plex, and Prime Video, so check it out. It's a local film that's been made. It was done in 2022. It has nothing to do with the Bernies. They lived on Morehouse Road, so it's just a. I'd say it's more of a thriller. It's classed as a horror, but again, I'll review it properly on the other channel. So yeah, let me know. I personally wouldn't do it. I've got a second vehicle that I use every now and then on weekends. If I was desperate and needed to get post-production, say, finished for a version, then I would look at maybe selling that because I could get another one cheap enough anyway. So that would really be the only big commitment I would make that way. I'm renting at the moment, so, I don't have a lot of disposable income, myself and my wife, to be able to just do that. I'd have to save and do it over a period of time. Other people I know have done it. They've either used the house as equity or, they've just been able to get the funds their own way. I still think crowdfunding has its place. I know it's hard. People don't like putting money towards something like that, and there are a lot of people trying to make their own films and trying to fund their own films, which is great. But yeah, I'm just not sure where that sort of happy medium would be. It's, I guess, part, if you could invest part yourself and maybe do part crowdfunding. So if your budget was 30,000, you could do 5 or 10 yourself and then do the rest that way. That could be, that could work. If we were able to get a version made here, because we're up to 23,000 now Australian, that'd be awesome. But obviously we can't, because the majority of that money's from America. Then I'd probably put in 3 or 4 of my own to top it up to get it closer to 30. But we're not in that position here, so that's sort of a moot point. But the other thing I have heard that some people are doing on different podcasts is using cryptocurrency. So a lot of people they've obviously Bitcoin, things like that. Now, obviously, you still do have to pay tax on it if you take it out, but a lot of people use crypto, whether they're selling NFTs or whatever the case may be, to be able to fund it. So, they might have friends who have Bitcoin, or they have Dogecoin, or they have, and they transfer it to their friends, and from there they use that, and then towards when the project's about to be filmed, they go and take it out and whatever, and use that to fund it. So that could be that's another option. I don't know how well that would work. Again, you'd have to sort of, have people willing to part with their crypto or even have crypto. I don't have any of it. But I have heard that a few people have been successful with that on podcasts that I've listened to, and they've had a film completely funded with that. So there's a lot of different options. But let me know what you would rather do. How you would rather fund your films, and if you're willing to take a year or so to do it by doing it every month or saving up every month or that kind of thing, or whether you have this thing where you want to have it done in a couple of months' time, and you're willing to go and take a loan from the bank, or you're willing to use max out credit cards, or do whatever the case may be, whether it's paying cast and crew or catering or locations or whatever the case may be. Or are you happy just to put your own funds into it when you get to post-production and have it finished off that way? So, some people are lucky enough to have private investors, enough to cover most of the film. I know we've got a couple in America, but it doesn't cover the whole lot. It adds to what we've got. But I'm just lucky that the production was able to cover my airfare and accommodation. I'm staying at the Airbnb for us to go over there. So that's and Demetrius is flying as well. So yeah, I'm just lucky I was able to do that. But I'm going to do another video talking about what I was just discussing before, which I'm having a memory blank. Oh yeah, so the cast and crew and the different genres. So, and I might even bring back the producer series as well. But we'll see how we go. So let me know if you want to answer this question in the comments below. I will link Morehouse Road in this video as well, and I'll also link the crowdfunder to a version, because we are going to be running a Black Friday, well, for the rest of this week, Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount bundles. There is a perk on there now for $500 you can direct to scene, but that's more aimed at the people in America because you'd have to get your own way to St. Louis and stuff. So I just wanted to jump on and ask some questions because, like I do have some other films coming up, shorts and some other features that are being written, but I've got some shorts I can make now, and I'd just like to get some feedback and comments on how you think I should go about it. One of them doesn't take much. It's literally a car, 2 cars, and 5 actors. That's it. So it's just 2 cars driving down the road. They pull over the side of the road, and that's really about all it takes. But I want to be able to pay people. So, do I try and save for a month and then film? It'll only take maybe 2 or 3 days to film, like a weekend. We could probably have it done. Or do I don't know, just try and, not so much sell the vehicle, but I don't know, do something. Let me know the best way. But if you are also interested in maybe talking about crypto to fund a film, we can have a whole new discussion about that. I can do a whole video on that and look at people that have done it, if they've been successful. If you've got crypto and you want to use it to put towards any productions, hit the people up. I'm still open to it. I tried to do some NFTs. It didn't really work out. But yeah, just let me know, guys. All right, I'll see you on the next one.